nation was founded by men of many nations and backgrounds. It was founded on the principle that all men are created equal.
Organized religion and organized crime working together to help build a better America.
Hello and welcome to episode 6 of the Citizen Noise Exchange. My name's Gaston Arbitro, and as always, we're coming at you quasi-live from Granite Mountain, Utah, also known as The Vault, which is owned and maintained by the LDS Church, and it holds all their dirty little secrets. Thanks for joining us. Including us. Cold?
My name's Colby Tapp. I'm glad to be here. Hope you've been enjoying the show. Thank you very much. Jacob.
Hey, Jacob the Mormon here. As always, not much to say today. Maybe check out Pink Floyd The Wall. If you've already heard it. If you've already heard it, listen to it again. It's probably the most important piece of audio humans have ever made. So
That's debatable.
Bold statement.
Yeah.
But, yeah, let's get things rolling. We're going to do a segment here called What's Up Your Ass.
What's up your ass?
You know, it's basically those everyday things that eat at you, drive you up the fucking wall, the, pet peevical things.
Yeah, nice.
So,
New language.
yeah, let's turn it over to Gaston with What's Up Your Ass.
Hello. What's up my ass this week is... aggressive anti-smokers who approach you in very threatening, very, like I said, aggressive ways because of your dirty little habits. And so that's what's up my ass. And I have a little story to tell. I was at the Asian festivals with some of my confidants at the Asian festival, and I was smoking, and I was just crossing through the traffic of people just to go smoke, in isolation. But I was traveling with my cigarette, and this guy in this hat and this beard, him and his fucking beard, he stopped me. He went out of his way to stop me and say, "Hey, put it out, thank you." And then he started walking away, and I was like, no, and I said, "Well, no, thank you." And I rejected his answer because... he's
a douchebag.
He's a piece of shit. Some guy who wants to go out of his way to cause me harm. And I wasn't directly harming anybody. I was just crossing the traffic of people in just an isolated area. And so I said, he says, I don't want any of your secondhand smoke, thanks.
Your cancer.
Yeah. And so I say, well, you don't have to, man. You can keep going. You can live your life, walk away, and I'll live my life, and I'll walk away. And of course, he couldn't reject the logic in it, that I was asking him to live his life, and I was asking me to live my life. So all he did was give me a scowl and walk away. And that's the thing, is that, man, the sun gives you cancer, everything gives you cancer, your sodas, your candy bars, your fucking... Everything gives you cancer these days, it seems. And it's just like, why is he going out of his way to make me want to punch him in his nose for just... I mean, no one goes up to people chewing their nails in public and say, "Hey, you,
That's
I
dirty.
don't want none of your nail clippings on my street." It's just like, dude, every time you throw a piece of trash in the garbage, where do you think that goes? That goes to the fucking landfill, where they bury it in a hole. The eco-terrorists, whoever works for the city who makes the landfills, I call them eco-terrorists. Because
private corporations,
yeah,
right?
Something.
I don't know.
Whoever, they're eco-terrorists. But anyway, so I mean, no one's not guilty. Everyone's guilty in some way or another. So why pick me out of the crowd? Hey, guy out there, if you're listening, go fuck yourself. That's what I meant to say that day.
Well, drinking water and breathing air in Salt Lake City, you don't. It's a great city, but you don't have any room to talk about being affected by other people's cancer. You have people, you know what I mean? You have people
I agree,
dumping weed
dude.
cleaner in the gutters that gets treated, and you have to drink it. I mean, there's shit you don't even know
about. Well, when the
about.
inversion, it's like, who is he picking out of the crowd to yell about the inversion?
No,
when
they're-
that
I'll
shit
see you
happens?
in
They're telling you
February
not-
in Salt Lake.
Yeah, they're telling you not to
Puffing
even
down.
go
Stomp your
outside.
head
You know
in.
what I mean? Senior citizens and children should stay indoors. Red alert. days in Salt Lake.
Stop driving your car, you
They're all the time,
cocksucker.
and they're literally telling you not
Or
to
keep
go
your mouth
outside.
shut.
Yeah, telling you not to go outside and confine yourself to the indoors. And
See, that's the thing is that, man, if I want to go outside and deal with it, I'll go outside and deal with it. But it's people like that, this poor hippie man with the beard and the hat. I mean,
Hippie fascist.
Yeah, hippie fascist, or a hippie-ster is a blend, a hybrid between a hipster and a hippie. I've heard the lingo from some of the young kids these days out on the streets. That's what they're called. But people like that should stay inside, not only during inversions, but just forever and never come out ever again.
Keep their ideas are polluting. Keep them inside.
Well, dude, I mean, he's lucky. I'm a peaceful, rational, to some degree. I'm a rational human being, and I wasn't a violent psychopath who just didn't want to tear his head in. I mean, in my head, I imagined myself just attacking this guy,
Sure.
But,
Being outdoors
civility.
to complain about that's why, the smoking laws in public parks are just such bullshit. Because, my philosophy is if I'm outside and my smoke is bothering you, you're too close to me. Get away. Otherwise, it shouldn't be bothering you. If you're 4 feet away from me, a good 4 feet, and I'm not blowing it right in your face, you should be doing okay.
Well, I mean, if that's the thing is that, man, if I approach something or something that I don't necessarily agree with approaches me, or I'm around something I don't like or I'm not comfortable with, I do the logical thing and I walk away and I continue living my silly little life. This guy's one of those stupid assholes who doesn't do that. He wants to try to change. I want to make some change happen by talking to this asshole. And it's just that's what he did, and he got, I had the last word, and he walked away with his vagina between his legs, you know what I mean?
Sure. No,
His proverbial vagina. It could have really
It's
been there.
bearded.
Yeah. Bearded clitoris.
No, I was working in this woman's yard in Park City like 3 days ago. And I'm across the street from her smoking a cigarette. Across the street, it's like a little court where there's like houses on all sides, you know.
Yeah.
Across the street smoking a cigarette. And as soon as I get done, I flick the end of the top of the cigarette, the ash off.
Yeah, you want to save your butt.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Economic.
Economical for sure. Yeah. He's
Right?
a money saver. He's a Mormon.
Yeah, Mormon.
Great with money.
Yeah. So I flick it off, and there's this woman like across the street who's like opens the shutters of the window.
Oh,
She's like,
no.
"Are you gonna pick that up?" And I'm like, "It's right here in my hand." And I like lifted my hand in the air, and she's like, "The ash." The ash is
Holy shit.
Pick up the ash?
across the street, not even in her lawn or like across the street on the black pavement. You know what I mean? She wanted me to find my ash and pick it up.
With your fingers?
Yeah,
or?
I guess. Like, whatever. It doesn't matter to her how I get
It'd be
it.
pretty
She just
hard to
wants
pick
it
up
gone.
ash. It just dissolves.
If
Dude.
I can find
well, human
it, you
fingers
know,
aren't
like-
built to pick up ash. They're not. We
Not
didn't evolve
even
that way.
Wizard fingers can. Dude, who can pick up a cigarette?
I would have
ash?
showed her my balls and then just got in my truck and then creepily drove off into the sunset, you know?
It's proof positive that she just she's had a bone to pick. Like,
How old was she?
Pharmaceuticals were reacting bad on her.
late 40s, early 50s.
Oh, she's entering that curmudgeon stage with she has nothing better to do than
Well, she's a
yell at
millionaire
people.
on top of it, so
Oh,
they
Park
enter
City, that's
that
right.
at 40, where it's like I have
It's
nothing
earlier
to worry
onset.
about. Yeah, I have nothing
On-set
to worry about
curmudgeon.
other than this good-to-do young man flicking his cigarette cherry in the street. For Christ's
I mean,
sake.
how did she know you weren't a veteran or something? How did she know you weren't a good hero?
A Christian, for
Yeah.
Christ's sake.
Well, it's just so funny.
Troop smoke.
They don't care about
smoke.
Christians in Park City. Are you
Not a
kidding?
smoke when you're
There's
killing
one
kids all day.
Mormon church for 5,000 people. You know? There's one Mormon church for 5,000 people in Park City. 8,000, sorry. Like,
One Mormon church?
yeah, only one. And then you go,
All those Mormons.
No, over by Silver Creek, there's one.
Yeah, no, I know
that's
exactly
not
the
like
one.
the Park City area. I'm
Yeah,
talking about,
yeah.
like,
But anyway,
Sorry.
and then you go to Camas, and there's 7 churches for 2,000 people, 2,500 people.
In
Like,
an 8-mile radius.
Yeah. you know, that's not a very Christian town.
All right.
awesome.
So, I heard somebody talking about these goddamn gas station clerks.
Ooh,
Jacob.
the gas. What's up your ass?
Well, whenever I go to get gas or anything, if I like buy a Gatorade or a pack of cigarettes or something, I always pay with the 20, and if I need gas, I just put the difference
Into your tank.
into my tank.
Yeah.
And man, you gas clerks really struggle sometimes with this notion of me using the word difference.
It's the math, dude.
Or
It's too hard.
no,
to understand.
well, it's true. One time I got swindled out of $10 at that 7-Eleven by my house because the language barrier.
Oh.
Swindled.
Couldn't
You know.
speak American good enough, could
Yeah.
Legit swindled, dude. Like,
That happened to me at a taco stand one time.
That's kind of goes with the burrito. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It goes with the turf.
No.
you're buying
I'm
a
just
burrito
kidding.
on the side of the street. Like,
What do you
Yeah,
expect?
I hand them a 20. They think it's a 5. I have to say something.
gave me
It's
5.
hard.
That's inexcusable
I
because
love
the
the taco
Spanish,
stands,
the Spanish,
though. I love them.
the
Love you.
Spanish numbers and the American numbers. They're, I mean,
Cuatro.
yeah. Well, they
four.
they look the same on paper.
Yeah,
You know what
they
I mean?
do.
So, but and I also have a gripe with these gas station fuckheads about change. You know, I guess they're so on their high horse with all their authoritarian fucking power that they don't understand that when I need to pay with change, that they should just let me pay with change and not be fucking assholes about it and give me, yeah, okay, change, all right, you're poor, you're slimy, here's your fucking smokes. It's just, I don't know. I like to
Well-
pay with change. I
well,
hate
It's
change.
legal tender.
Yeah,
you know?
dude, yeah, and the government wants you to spend your change because it's money, and, you
Yeah.
know.
And it does kind of show that extra thing. Like, if I had a $100 bill to buy this pack of cigarettes, I would be using that $100 bill, but instead I have 50 quarters.
Yeah, exactly. So it's what you
Whatever.
have. It's still
Well-
currency, and it still works. And these cocksuckers need to shut their mouths and just take your money and say thank you. Have a nice day.
What?
They don't like my hundreds either.
Oh, well,
They
yeah.
hate those.
Well, it clears out their register, so they have to go through the effort of opening
Yeah.
the safe.
Going
you
in
know?
the back.
Yeah.
Being a curmudgeon as they
Yeah.
get the money and come back out, number out.
I mean, it's not like the work is that much harder because they're being paid by the hour. They're being paid for taking your money. So what are they complaining about?
Well, and it's. I have a philosophy.
these people need to
because-
be robbed.
because I've been a cashier, and life as a cashier or whatever isn't the top of the fucking game. But if you are unable or unwilling to execute your responsibilities as a cashier, you really don't have any chance in this fucking world. So cheer up,
Good luck.
take my change, be happy, because happy cashiers
I had
are good.
I had a flash. I had a great idea. I think we should always, all of us, always pay in change to discourage robberies from occurring. So people, you know,
Humanitarian.
exactly. I know. Always pay with change.
Go to
Always
the
fuck
bank
'em.
and break your 100 in
Well,
quarters.
do you really want to stop
Pennies.
robbery?
You use 'em as
maybe
weapons.
not
You
like
use your money as
neighbor
weapons.
on neighbor robbery, but I knock
Rolls
every
of
time
quarters.
somebody robs a bank. Like, I hope they get away, and I hope, you know what I mean. Like, every time somebody gets away with a bank robbery, I'm happy for them because they're just paying it
They
back to
beat
them,
The
you know?
company won't
system.
miss it. It's insured anyway.
It's
so.
poetic justice when a bank gets robbed. Like,
Well, what about when an innocent Asian cashier gets his head blown off? For,
no, I don't like that. Dude.
$50
It's
out
just
of
like the guy in Raising Arizona. He never like puts bullets in his gun. You know.
That guy's awesome. Nicolas Cage is cool.
So
Nicolas
close.
Cage is.
I don't want to
washed
see
up
anybody
asshole.
get shot up, but I want to see banks, you know, get theirs, you know.
Anyway,
Because they built empires on raping us. But yeah.
so, yeah, there we go.
All right, that's that's what's up your ass. We have a special episode of the Mexican Mexican. It's a maximum Mexican Mormon mouth off coming up next.